Everyone, back tuning into today's Biotin weekend forecast today, being Saturday, having a look at the weather for the coming week across the British Isles. We'll be using charts from weathercentre.de and weatheroutlook.com. You can find a link to both those websites on the links page. A very complex week's weather coming up. It's going to be the coldest week for a couple of years, I think, across most parts of the country. Not as cold as it was this time in 2013, but the coldest since then. And there will be some wintry conditions as well. Now, it's going to be a case of deciding where the dividing line between rain and snow is going to be on Tuesday and Wednesday. That is causing a real headache. And it's simply too far away and too uncertain to have particular detail about this. So you're going to have to keep checking back to the website, to gathervis.com, over the coming few days as the pattern evolves and we start to get this into the time frame of the higher resolution models, because there's going to be the weather system is coming into cold air, but there's going to be parcels of warm air revolving around that system, or milder air revolving around that system. So there'll be rain around, there'll be snow around. Evaporative cooling could be a big issue this week. If we get some heavier pulses of precipitation come through, that could just lower the temperatures just enough to go from rain to snow. So yeah, a real headache for me today for Tuesday and Wednesday. Early on and late on, it's a little bit simpler. We'll have a look at the charts in a moment. Just say about the ads. There's links to articles on most of the pages at GazWebBiz.com. Have a browse through the widgets. If there's anything that you're interested in, please click through. So much going on. I'm not going to say anything else. Let's just get on with it. And this is the radar picture right now from the weatheroutlook.com. Got some snow showers up here across parts of northern England. Also going back in towards Northern Ireland. It's largely dry for much of Scotland. There was quite a bit of snow across Scotland yesterday. Much of those snow showers, or many of those snow showers, have died back to northern and western face of the coast, with the bulk of Scotland mostly dry. But later on, this more persistent area of snow just coming in towards the Northern Isles is going to push southwards across Scotland, bringing more snow through to Scotland this evening and tonight. Now, further south, we've had some snow showers across parts of central, southern, southeastern England through this morning. They're clearing away. There's still some left in the southeast, going mainly towards rain and sleet now, I think. And the concern tonight in the south is going to be more persistent rain coming up along the south coast and heading into southern counties. How far north that's getting is very uncertain. So even just sort of 12 hours away, 6 to 12 hours away, lots and lots of uncertainty. Here's today's stochastic pressure chart, and we're in a generally cold flow. The flow is coming down from the northwest, and it's this little system just here across the far north of Scotland is going to produce that more general snow across Scotland later on today. Behind that, that's when the very coldest of the air is going to start digging in. That will be with all of us by Sunday night. For Saturday, though, it's going to be a case of wintry showers in the far northwest and across parts of northern England, also Northern Ireland. Otherwise, quite a bit of dry weather, a few wintry showers scattered about, but generally quite a nice afternoon for many parts of the country. I mean, later on, we'll get more general sleet and snow, mainly snow, pushing into central northern parts of Scotland. Temperatures today are going to be on the chilly side, somewhere between, say, 1 degree in the far north, so barely above freezing, to around 5-6 degrees down on the south coast. Now, as we move through to tonight, that's when you get that complication with a little system pushing through the south. So south of the M4, I think it's going to be quite a wet night, actually. It'll start off dry, but I think it will turn wet through the course of the night. On the leading edge of that, there is going to be a risk of sleet or snow, and that could bring, say, parts of London perhaps into the risk of getting some snow later on tonight. But it's very uncertain. That could just stay on the south coast and never really penetrating land. But they say going up to the M4 with, on the northern edge, a risk of some sleet or snow. And that could give a covering of snow, perhaps, particularly over higher ground, say the Salisbury Plain area. Now, going further north of that, it's going to be mainly dry through Wales and Midlands, away from southern Wales anyway, through Wales and Midlands, northern England, mainly dry tonight and cold with hard frost, temperatures down to -3 or -4. And then north of that, still into Scotland, we're going to have that system bringing an area of snow through Scotland. That could be quite heavy snow for a time, but it will turn lighter later on. So temperatures in the middle of the country going down to around -3, -4, possibly -5. To the north, we're going to be around -2. To the south, probably 2 or 3 degrees, something like that in southern counties. That's why it's so marginal between where we have rain or snow down in the far south. Any rain or snow in the far south and southeast, first thing on Sunday should clear away, and then brighter skies will move down from the north. Then we have that band of snow across Scotland pushing down into Northern England, becoming very light and fragmented and showery as it does so, but still the risk of a little bit of a dusting of snow across parts of Northern England through the course of that Sunday afternoon. Otherwise, plenty of dry weather actually on Sunday with sunny spell, but it will be cold. Temperatures in the north really struggling to get above freezing, just around freezing point all day, especially over the snowfields of Scotland through the course of Sunday afternoon. Further south, 2, 3, 4 degrees, something like that. For most parts of the country, it will be a cold day. And then on Sunday night, it's going to turn very cold. Perhaps a few snow flurries coming down across England and Wales from that area of snow showers over northern England on Sunday evening. And then behind that, it becomes very, very cold. So any snow showers will die back to northern and eastern face of the coast, but a really hard frost on Sunday night, with temperatures widely going down to -4, -5, -6 degrees. Over the snow cover of Scotland, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see those temperatures going under -10, maybe somewhere between -10 and -14 over the snow cover of Scotland. So a really, really hard frost on Sunday night. That's going to lead to a very cold day. On Monday, we've got a weather system just coming in from the west later on Monday, so that will bring a band of cloud with rain, sleet, and possibly some snow for parts of Ireland and the far southwest of England. Otherwise, a few snow throws rain down the east coast, but generally lots of dry and fine weather with sunny spells. There could be 1 or 2 freezing fog patches lingering all day. If that happens, temperatures will be pegged back below freezing at just -2 or -3. But in the sunshine, we're going to be struggling to get above freezing anyway. I think we'll keep the frost certainly in the shade all day. And even in the sunshine, temperatures are just going to be up to just 1, 2, 3 degrees. So probably the coldest day of the winter so far on Monday. And then we have those real headaches going into the middle of the week. This is the facts chart for midnight on Tuesday. This is the high resolution chart from the UK Met Office. It's for human interpretation of the models by the forecasters at the UK Met Office. So it's been drawn not quite by hand by computer, but with the observance of the UK Met Office forecast guiding it. So forecasters guiding it. So at midnight on Tuesday, we've got this occluded front coming in from the west, coming into that cold air. It has got a wedge of warmer air with it, or milder air, and as we move through into Tuesday, we see that front is slowly and erratically pushing across the country. Cold air ahead of it, then a section of milder air, and then colder air coming back in behind it. Real headache to predict what's going on. This is the GFS chart for Tuesday, and that system is coming in off the Atlantic as well. So we're going to start Tuesday on a very frosty note in the north and the east, central parts as well. Western areas having cloud with outbreaks of rain, that turning increasingly to snow on the forward edge as it pushes inland. And then through the course of the day, I think what we're probably going to see on Tuesday, but it's very uncertain, but we probably see an area of sleet or snow coming across the country, possibly giving accumulations even in eastern parts of the country. Eventually it turns back to rain in some places. It probably stays as snow for Scotland, North East England, perhaps down into Lincolnshire and the Midlands. That may be the most likely area for this to stay as snow, but further south and west of that, it probably turns back to rain through the course of Tuesday afternoon, and then turns brighter as sunnier skies edge in from the west. But I have to emphasise just how uncertain this is, and please do keep checking back for more updates. Temperatures in the north and the east barely getting above freezing on Tuesday, just 1 2 degrees. In the south and west, we could pop up to around 6 or 7 by the end of the day. Then it gets even more complex as we go through into Wednesday, because that area of low pressure that's driving that weather front on Tuesday actually sinks down across the country on Wednesday, and as it does so, it starts to pull colder air back in behind it again. So a real wintry mix across the country on Wednesday. It's likely to be snowing, I think, for parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England. There could be some snow up there. Rain or sleet probable further south. But as that low pressure comes down across the country and the cold air comes back in behind it, the rain could turn back to sleet or snow across southern parts of England and Wales by the end of Wednesday. That's perhaps more likely on Wednesday evening. But again, it's just so uncertain where the divide line between the rain and the snow is. Evaporative cooling will make a difference this week as you get heavier precipitation coming through. That could lower the air temperature just enough to turn the rain to snow. And of course, elevation will be a big issue as well over the Pennines, the Scottish Mountains, hills of Wales and Northern Ireland. There could be very significant snowfalls this week, whereas on lower ground, perhaps not too much. But do please check back to the Snow Watch page and the homepage at Gazprom Biz for more detail on all of this. Temperatures through the course of Wednesday, probably just 2-3 degrees for most of us, but in the south we could be up to 5 or 6, especially in the morning. Gets simpler as we move through into Thursday. A ridge of high pressures building across the country, so all of the rain, sleet and snow concerns go away. It's going to be a mainly dry day. I think for Thursday with sunny spells, could be a few freezing fog patches. Be a very hard frost again on Thursday night, with temperatures going into minus double digits some parts of the country where we've got that snow cover. By day, temperatures just 1-3 degrees on Thursday. And then as we go through into Friday, it looks like the cold spell's breaking down with milder west to southwesterly winds returning, but that's a long way off, and in this sort of pattern I wouldn't want to be too certain about that. But on the face of it, it looks like we'll start off with a very frosty start on Friday morning, then cloud and rain spreading into the northwest, could be preceded by snow for a time, and then as that rain comes through and the temperature lifts up, the snow cover, which could be quite deep across parts of Scotland by Friday, that could begin to thaw rapidly. So maybe as we go into next weekend, we have to be concerned about flooding as these westerly winds come in and thaw the snow quite quickly, but a very long way off that in this pattern. Finally, having a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook, just so that you can see the weather in your area or what it may be doing. Don't take these too literally, really, over the coming week. For today, lots of dry and fine weather, but there will be wintry showers in the north and the west. As we go through to tonight, we have that risk of rain in the south with a band of snow coming through Scotland. That rain could turn to snow in the south and the southeast on the northern edge as it clears away through the course of Sunday morning, with those snow showers coming down in towards northern England through the course of the day. Lots of dry and fine weather actually on Sunday. Quite a nice day, but you need to wrap up warm because it will be cold. A really hard frost overnight Sunday into Monday, so on Monday the temperatures are barely getting above freezing across many parts of the country. Back for Scotland, they'll probably stay below freezing all day. Snow flurries on the eastern coast, and then later on we're going to start to see that rain pushing into the far west and southwest of the country. So as we go through Tuesday, we've got rain, sleet and snow moving across the country. This is suggesting snow most likely for Scotland and Northern England, with rain down to the southwest. Don't take it too literally as we move through the day, perhaps increasingly turning towards rain, but it's going to be very close from thing whether the north and the east keeps it as snow throughout the day. Moving through into Wednesday, further rain, sleet or snow coming through at times. Impossible really to pinpoint where the rain and snow dividing line is, but generally if you've got elevation or if you're in the north, have a better chance of keeping it as snow. Getting through into Thursday, by then all the rain and snow concerns are gone. High pressure is bridging through the country, so lots of dry and cold weather on Thursday, hard frost on Thursday night, and then probably turning much milder as we move through into Friday, with cloud and rain spreading in off the Atlantic. But that, in this pattern, is a very long way off, so don't be too surprised if that was to be moderated and we keep the cold weather going for a few more days. So in summary, well, it's impossible to say what's happening midweek other than the fact there's going to be rain, sleet and snow around Tuesday and Wednesday. Starting off this week with a lot of dry weather, very cold Monday, going to be a very cold day on Monday, and then after that, as we get through into the end of the week, it probably turns milder by the time we get through to Friday and the weekend. Okay, keep checking back for more updates. I may update the Snow Watch page tonight, but for now I'm off for a lie down in a darker room because this has really given me a headache this morning. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.